Hello, welcome to another edition of Wednesday Wisdom, where we discuss tips and ideas on how you too can run your successful webinars. Today we're going to talk a bit more about marketing as a whole. What I'd love to talk about today is how you can consistently connect and create great content for social media, because great content has been proven to help us build our reputation and our revenue. If you are a business leader or an influencer, you'll understand that it is imperative to have consistency in the way that we post to both our social media and through our email marketing. But sometimes it can be overwhelming to consistently create great content that is going to build us our reputation and our revenue. So today, I'm going to give you some ideas on how you can continuously create content to build your reputation and your revenue. So we're going to talk about 5 tips and ideas. Number 1, a really great way to be able to create content is to keep your ear to the ground and listen to your customers. You are at the front line. Whether you are the person who is consulting and delivering content, whether you are the person who is on the sales pipeline, whether you are the person that is talking to your customers through that customer journey, you have your ear to the ground at all times, which means you are able to listen to your customers. Listen to the questions they ask. Listen to the resources they are using. Listen to your customers and keep a little list. Keep that list, and that is a perfect list for you to refer to when you are looking for creating great content that's going to be liked, that's going to be shared, that's going to be engaging, and that's going to build your reputation and your revenue. So listen to your customers. The next thing is we need to set aside the time to create content. It's not going to just magically create itself. So let's set aside some time. In as little as 2 hours a month, yes, 2 hours a month, you will be able to create valuable content for your ideal audience. So if we listen to our audience or we listen to our customers, and then we set aside the time, 2 hours a month, and we create one beautiful piece of content, either written copy, so a blog or an article, or you could do a video or an audio and then transcribe it. From that one piece of content, you're able to then repurpose. Repurposing means you are creating multiple sources of content from the one piece of copy. So from just one piece of copy, whether it's a video or a blog, you're able to create pulse articles for your LinkedIn. You're able to create social media posts by dissecting and repurposing that content. You are able to have a video just like this one that you are able to then post and you're able to share. You're able to have a blog on your website from which you can create a social media post that's going to go on your social media channel. So at a bare minimum, spend 2 hours a month creating one piece of valuable copy for your customers who you have been listening to. Next, this is really fun. Curate other people's content. Yes, curate other people's content. There is so much information out there right now online, and you are the expert. So people come to you not necessarily to give them something brand new, but for curated content of the best practices that are out there. These can be best practices that you have chosen to learn and implement, or these can be best practices that have been done by somebody else, and those people have put information out there about these best practices, whatever they are in your industry sector. So you are a leader in your industry. There are other leaders in your industry or in other industries. So find the content, curate that content, and then deliver that content. I mean, where do you think, the top trends come from? People don't just make them up. They basically curate them from other people's content. So do that. Curate other people's content. Then use some dedicated technology. There's some great platforms out there. There's platforms like Canva that help you to create beautiful graphics. There's platforms like MailChimp that help you to distribute that content via email marketing. There's platforms like Hootsuite that help you schedule. Look for a platform that's going to work for you, a platform that you can learn how to use, and then you can implement it to make your life way easier. Thanks so much for that, Jody. So yeah, do find dedicated technology. Then, tip number 5 is commit to content. We need to make a commitment, and none of this is going to magically occur. So other than setting aside time, we just need to commit to implementing a content strategy within our business. People will be listening to your content. People will be sharing your content if we make it engaging. And it is that content that's going to help you build your reputation and your revenue online. So today I'm going to encourage you, I'm going to challenge you to sit down and spend 2 hours, just 2 hours, creating one piece of content. And if you'd like some support on how to get that content from in your head out onto your social media channels, just connect with me on whichever platform is best serving for you. So that's it. This is how you can create ongoing content across your social media channels that's going to build your reputation and your revenue. Listen to your customers, set aside the time to create content, curate other people's content, utilize technology, and commit to content. Those are my 5 tips on how you can create great ongoing content. Thank you so much for tuning in to another Wednesday Wisdom, where we talk about tips and ideas on how you too can run your own successful ongoing events and build a great reputation and revenue product. Thanks so much. And remember, as always, you are born to influence your industry. Bye.